Madge has come to Cheltham Bay to visit her friend Enid Burnett. She immediately meets a racist character, a colored porter who speaks broken English. It's not a good sign when the second paragraph of a book introduces casual racism. Argofont Book Review, Argofont Book Review. This review was commissioned through Patreon. After waiting an hour, Madge goes to the docks. The Burnett yacht is sitting in the bay. Madge meets the next racist character. He is an Indian man who is very nasty and unkempt. He's greedy and lazy. Whenever Madge says something he dislikes, he pretends he doesn't understand English as an excuse to ignore her. He wears a fancy jade pin. Madge immediately assumes he stole it because there's no way a lowlife like him could afford fancy jewelry. He takes Madge to the yacht, then he abandons her. As you'd expect from the book's title, the yacht is deserted. Someone clearly ransacked it. Madge finds Enid locked in a closet. She says a group of unknown men came to talk to her father, a fight broke out, and he was kidnapped. Madge and Enid return to shore by getting the attention of the nearest boat. It's an amphibian, piloted by Enid's special friend, Rex Stewart. I wish the book explained what an amphibian is. It appears to be a boat that doubles as an airplane, but it's clearly not a waterplane. They go to the police, who are useless. The police check out the crime scene and decide they're not going to do anything without a ransom note. That night, one of the culprits boards the yacht with a ransom note. Madge and Enid try to sneak up on him, but Enid trips on some rope. The man is startled and quickly escapes. The ransom note says they'll return Enid's father if Enid gives them the Zudi drum bowl at midnight in an isolated location. The Zudi drum bowl is a religious artifact from India. It has no value except to fanatics. The culprit accidentally dropped a jade pin, which matches the one from the Indian man earlier. You can easily guess who the culprit is at this point. Madge, Enid, and Rex go to Enid's home, which is over 200 miles away. The culprits have already ransacked the house, but they failed to find the drum, which is hidden in a secret safe. Madge comes up with a plan. She switches the real Zudi drum bowl for a fake. She wraps it up so no one can tell the difference. That's a clever plan, but I don't understand why she does it. Why is she trying to fool the culprits into taking the wrong drum? The real drum isn't valuable, so all this does is gamble with Mr. Burnett's life. Madge and Enid go to the drop-off point, while Rex secretly follows them. The culprit is the unnamed Indian man from earlier, working with two other Indian men. They kidnap Enid and take her to their house. Madge signals Rex for help, but he doesn't respond. Madge is forced to save Enid herself. Luckily, the culprit's house has an open cellar window. She breaks in through the window. She almost gets caught when she knocks over some rubbish, and it feels like the author was reusing this scene from the second Nancy Drew book. The Burnetts are tied up in the main room. Madge rushes in and unties them, while the culprits are upstairs. The culprits appear out of nowhere to stop Madge from escaping. That's when Rex shows up with the police. There's a battle in the dark, the culprits are captured, and Madge gets to keep the pin as a souvenir. The end. Post-book follow-up. I did not like this book. It has a good premise. I like the idea of Madge coming across a kidnapping on a yacht. But after that, the book falls apart. Madge doesn't investigate the crime scene, and there are no real suspects besides the unnamed man Madge doesn't like. The only piece of evidence is the jade pin, and to be honest, I thought that was a boring subplot which stretched out the story unnecessarily. There are 2 chapters of Madge going to a jeweler's, only to confirm the culprit's pin belongs to the culprit. Well, that was useless. I also dislike the ending sequence because Madge spends too much time wondering where Rex is. Madge clearly does not want to stop the culprits herself. She wants to be a damsel in distress, she wants a man to show up and save her, and that's exactly what happens. This scenario was done much better in Nancy Drew Book 2, where Nancy actually wanted to solve the mystery. so readers were invested in what was happening. Nancy's mission was more dangerous because she didn't have someone as a backup to save her. One of the people who saves Madge is her love interest, Jack French. This is his first and only appearance in the book. I wish he had a larger role. There's a fair amount of build-up to his arrival, so readers could tell in advance that he would come to save Madge at the end. Overall, I thought it was a bad book. It's racist and sexist, and it's a poor mystery. The first Madge Sterling book was okay, but if the third book is as bad as this one, it's no surprise the series didn't last beyond the starter trilogy. I give Madge Sterling number 2, The Deserted Yacht, a 2 out of 10.